guys. If you guys saw my Instagram, I straightened my hair. I washed my hair for the first time because I washed it like I think like 5 times in a row when I originally straightened it. It said I couldn't wash my hair for a while, so I washed it last night, and the straightener is like completely gone. Maybe like, no, it's completely gone. It's completely gone, guys. Anyway, let's discuss episode 6. So I've gotten 7 DMs on Instagram of people asking me where Daisy is. They're like, did Daisy die? Did she like actually die? Like, where's Daisy? I thought we established a long time ago that she's dead, guys. She got hit by a car, remember? So anyway, yeah. Anyway, so it was very random because I was out, and then I came home and I saw that it had uploaded, so I watched it. So I don't know. I read the script. I read the script, so I already knew everything, but I liked seeing it come to life because I hadn't, heard the voice actors or watched the animations. I solely just read the script. So, but it was how I expected it. But, for some reason, I don't know if this is, like, just me, but for some reason, I felt the voice actors sounded different. Like, was that just me? Like, especially, like, Millie's voice actor, she felt much more, like, sassy? Is that it? I was kind of confused because, I work with them for the Yandere Luke comic, so, I've been listening to their voices more, and it just, they felt like a little different, but that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna assume it is because of the long time gap, because I have the same issue with my voice for Daisy. Might change maybe. Charlie had the Blue Yeti. I would assume she's probably upgraded by now. If not, I think she should. But, I would think it was probably the gap. I think I could say it. We recorded episode 6 in February of this year, I believe. So, yeah, and then episode 5 was released in August. So episode 5 was probably recorded, I would probably say episode 5 was recorded May or April 2020. So yeah, it was like a year. I would say it was probably like, episode 5 was in November. Oh, what the fuck? But yeah, so the music fix is a really long process, and I really don't blame the voice actors if they sound different. People are saying that Haley's voice actor changed. It's still Rye, right? Or did it go back to Via? I don't think it went back to Via, no. I'm pretty sure it's still... Yeah, Rye started being Haley's VA in episode 5. Cause like, I remember, like, no one was saying Haley's voice actor was different in episode 5, and now all of a sudden everyone's like, oh my god, wait, Haley's voice actor's different. Like, no, it's been different. 3 wait, is someone to do Haley? 3 VAs? Huh? I don't like... Wait, who's the third one? Who? That's still 2. Unless I, like, can't count. What? What? No, that's still 3 voice actors. 2 voice actors. Yeah, Jungkook A and Raikou A are the same person. Yeah, can you check the description? Haley's vocal cords have been upgrading. I mean, if we're, like, talking seriously, personally, I prefer, Via's Haley. They both, because they both have their own touch to them. Like, to me, okay, personal preference, I think Via fit Haley much more in the beginning. I think Rye fits her more now. Because Rosie has very clearly adjusted Haley to fit Rye's voice. It's very obvious. But I think that Rye's interpretation of Haley gives off her much more mature, maybe I'm starting to develop a crush on Jake. Obviously, that's not true. I think. I don't know. Don't take my word for that. I don't know. But it has the very, like, embarrassed, like, I'm getting shy when this, like, this love interest thing is happening. When Jake pushes her against the wall, she gets shy. I think Rye has that interpretation of Haley much more. Via had that very sassy, I don't care what you say, your opinion doesn't matter to me attitude of Haley, which I felt fit much better in the beginning because that was before she got close to Jake. And I still wonder if Via was still Haley, would Rosie have Haley do all of these kind of, like, awkward, embarrassed? I think she would. I feel like I think she would, because in episode 4, she had that, you guys can see my hand shadow. She had, like, that scene where they were, like, holding hands, right? Right? And that was Via. So she probably still would have. But I do think that they have their own, like, better sides to Via. I can't talk to Haley. Via is the more sassy side. Rye is the more shy and collected side. I don't know. Voice actors just sounded really different to me. I think Jake's did as well. Jake felt more, like, I don't want to say feminine, kind of more, like, high-pitched. I know that Josh got a new setup recently because he moved, but since this was recorded in February, I don't think that it was recorded. I'm pretty sure that was still recorded in his normal studio. I know, people just now have been realizing. Because I don't think Haley didn't really have that many lines in episode 5. So, yes, exactly. There's something in the beginning. Something that was in the beginning made him sound really different. I'm like, what? I don't know. Again, I don't blame him. If you guys compare episode 1 and episode 2 of Daisy, she sounds like a totally different person. So I totally don't blame them. It happens. So yeah, so if they change, I don't blame them. This is a long-term project. Voices change, if you excessively use your voice, it changes and all that. Trying to think. You guys might, okay. So I think I can say, so Daisy does have lines coming up. I went over them again myself recently. She sounds a little different. I always compare it to episode 1 because episode 1 was the go-to. I made the mistake of not going over episode 1 lines before I recorded episode 2, so that's kind of why they sound different. Episode 4 also sounds different. It's very just, when I'm excited, I naturally sound like Daisy, and when I'm more casually speaking like I am now, it kind of starts to sound like how I sound now. So it's hard to keep Daisy's voice consistent, but I try. Yeah. You guys, I personally am, what was the word? Excruciatingly? I'm excruciatingly excited. I'm, I'm really excited for Daisy's next appearance. You guys will find out why when the time comes. I think it's gonna be later this month, right? I believe it's, hold on. Okay. I believe it's later this month. I believe that is when the second part of episode 6 is coming out. That is my appearance. I will probably, so right now I'm in New York City. Oh, 1 to 2 weeks? Okay, so yeah, I will either be in Texas or Louisiana. So I still will not be home, which means I probably cannot do like a live oh, I live in New York too. I will not be doing like a live reaction to it. I wish I could, but I don't think I can because I won't be home. So I guess I'll just be doing what I am now. I'll just live stream and then we can talk about it. So I think you guys will have a lot to say. I am really hoping that Daisy's in the thumbnail. That's all I want. That's all I want. I want Daisy in a thumbnail. Just to appear somewhere in the thumbnail. Anyway. Early August? Yeah, so if it's in early August, then I probably will be home. So then I could do the live stream. Because I am doing, so what am I doing? So I'm going to Texas on the 5th, which is this Monday. Then I'm staying there to the 16th, and then on the 16th, I'm flying to Louisiana, or New Orleans to visit family, and then I'm not sure when I'm going back. I am assuming probably the 24th or 23rd. I think it depends because I have to quarantine once I get back to New York. So I might end up cutting my time short in Louisiana. And then I am going to be quarantining for about a week in New York after that. And then I go home and then hello. So, to elaborate, I'm from both New York City and Connecticut. Main house is in Connecticut. I live there during the summer, so, woo. But I'm here for now, so. That's where, like, my PC and my recording studio is. It's in Connecticut. Ooh. So in Texas, I'm going to Dallas. Because I may be moving there next year. So I'm going to, yeah. Episode 6, I want to say it was bad. What? Don't want to say it was bad, it was good, but it was cheesy. You know, I kind of skipped a lot of it. I really only watched the parts where it was like, you know, the voice actors that I knew. When it was like Drew, I kind of skipped it. But I saw there was, okay, I don't know if this was like an editing mistake, but there was a lot of lip flaps that didn't have audio. And I noticed that, and I was like, I was confused. I was like, did Rosie forget to put in voice lines, or is that meant to be like background, like things with no, I don't know. Oh, was it a mistake? Oh, yeah. A rendering mistake? Whoopsies. Oh, someone's in Dallas? Wow. You'll have 9 episodes now? Yeah, you're right. You are right. Daisy in a hospital bed. Not quick. Yeah. Daisy's just gonna be in the hospital bed. And the episode will be called, like, Just Breathe. And then Jay goes to the hospital room and starts singing Just Breathe. But yeah. I think my father just got home. Man's went to like Home Depot or something. But yeah. You're in the Dallas area? Garland and Richards. I have no idea what that is, bestie. I have no idea. I don't know. But if you want to meet somewhere, let me know. We can, I don't know. No promises. I might kill you because I am hilarious. I'll kill you with my jokes. 11 episodes? What? It's also around 40 minutes. The last episode might be long. I wouldn't be surprised. You're not funny. Shut the fuck up, Crunchy Bun. You're literally cringe. Try doing a Daisy impression. Oh boy. They're here. Girl, you literally voice act for Gotcha too. Shut up. You tried. Sorry. You tried. You tried to voice act for Gotcha. Jess. Jess, that's my friend. We're just joking. No worries. That's what you get, Crunchy. That's what you get. So you wanted to split them up and keep it around 20 minutes for each episode. So probably so. Yeah, probably. Alright, Jess is a girl boss. Oh, Crunchy just tagged me on Discord and called me a bitch. Me win. Ooh. Me win. But yeah. When you... So. 11 episodes. I think it was like blatantly obvious that Rosie was gonna voice Xander's mom. I think she said she was going to at one point. So. When she was casting for the Music Freak, she originally said there was gonna be 7 or 8 episodes. But I wouldn't be surprised if that changes, because, you know, it blew up and new storyline, whatever, changed a lot. So. Oh, Crunchy says she's gonna burn me alive. Alright. Weird flex, but okay. But yeah. Internet name's Haley, my real name's Bethany. Oh, that's weird. That's kind of weird. But yeah, I'll be in Texas for like, what, 10 days? Yeah. I don't know, is that just weird? Is that weird? Like randomly meeting up with like a fan? I don't know, are you... I might get in trouble if you're like 12. I don't know. I mean, I don't want your parents to be like concerned. Like, what? You're meeting a stranger online? You're meeting a stranger online? A YouTuber? A YouTuber? Who? You know? So, yeah. Yeah. I want to go, manga shopping. So, hey, Haley, not found. If you want to go manga shopping with me. I don't know. Why not? Oh, Crunchy just called me a dumb bitch. Shut up. But yeah. I'm going with my father. And he's like my form of transportation. So. Yeah. ordering merch from Rosie.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I have some.
I'm on a call right now.
Okay, I have some hummus.
Okay.
I have a hummus and some. Do you like what is it? That hummus. Same thing maybe, but okay, whatever. I'll show you.
Guacamole?
Hey, come here.
What, guacamole?
No.
What, chickpeas?
Yeah. You have to tell us this stuff. Yeah.
Damn. Someone came in to bother me. I mean, it's like chickpeas. Chickpeas. Guys, I'm on a call right now. If anyone asked, I'm on a call with Julia, so. But, yeah, I only have the, Rosie plush. That's the only thing that I have of Rosie merch. I got it, I think, like 20% off or something, or 15% off, because I'm a voice actor, so. I have it on one of my shelves in my room. You want manga? I don't have the Haikyuu one, but if you go shopping, they might have it. So, hit me up. Why not? I'm not a threat. Maybe. But yeah, I'm probably not gonna have much to do for those 10 days. So. Yeah. When Rosie was asking for merch idea, I pitched the idea that Rosie either like made up signatures of the Music Freaks characters, because she released a Music Freaks poster. So I was like, I think it'd be really cool if she like makes up signatures of them, or she gets like PDF, like transparent images of the voice actors' signatures, and then she puts those on the posters, and then she releases those. I think in like August or September, some like a Music Freaks fan, see, I always forget this happened, but a Music Freaks fan, I gave them my house address, and they actually sent me, because they made like a custom like Music Freaks poster. This was before the merch was a thing. And they like, so they had it in like 6 different like normal size papers, and they like connected it together into a big poster. And there was one part that was like Daisy's torso. So they took it off their wall, they put it in like a paper slip, they sent it to my house, and then I signed it. I sent it back to them, and they put it back on their wall, and they like took a photo and like sent it to me, and I was like, wow, that's the first thing I've ever autographed. That's awesome. So, yeah. I actually have a rich friend though. He kind of like drew so he could give me money. Yeah, bestie. Just take the money from him. Just don't even answer. Just take it. But I wanna go to like, apparently Half Price Books has manga these days. So I wanna go to Half Price Books. Damn. Crunchy's like, why wasn't Daisy in the Music Freaks? Angry emoji, angry emoji, angry emoji, angry emoji, angry emoji. I hate you. Well, sorry, it's not my fucking fault that she's not into Music Freaks. Is stock online that sells it for decent prices. Okay, drop the website. Good chance I already know it. I was trying to get boba with him and I was trying to pay and he pulled out like 920s. I was like, damn. Wow. You want me to pull out my money? Where's my money? Where's my money at? Here we go. Oh, Abbott. Okay. Abbott Books is okay. I bought from there once. I bought a rare Higurashi volume, I think for like $30 when it retails for like $50. And it ended up being an ex-library book, even though it wasn't stated that it was. Anyway, let's go. Okay. 50, 50, 20, 50, 50, yeah. Let's try that again. Okay. 50, 50, 50. Someone count this. 50, 50, 50, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. No, shut the fuck up, Crunchy 100. And then dollar, 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 $10, $10, $10, $20, $20, $20, $20, and $20. I did a trade with a friend today. With my friend, she bought some of my stuff. So I got $750 from her. And then the rest of my money I got from my job. So she gives us physical money. Which is really weird, but it's a cat sitting job, so. Are there, okay, person from Dallas, can you confirm, are there Dollar Trees in Dallas? Because I'm from New York City, so Dollar Trees, like, don't exist. Like, they like, don't exist here. Like, I think I've seen them in, like Louisiana when I go to visit family. That's, like, it. I have my, right here. You see that? My Daisy and my Elliot keychain. So. I was like conflicted if I wanted to buy the Music Freaks merch because personally I would love to have someone say like, oh, I'm a fan of the Music Freaks, but I'm like scared. I'm scared too. I'm like really scared too because I'm gonna be like, because it's how I always am. I'm gonna be like, oh, who's your favorite character? And I'll be like, well, what if I'd be like, well, what if I told you that I am, you know? But yeah. So the Music Freaks merch is like kind of expensive though. And I'm like kind of poor. So You don't like Millie? I like Millie. Some kid made fun of me for making my computer background designer scaring Jake. Damn. My PC background is a fan art of Jake and Daisy that was made a long time ago. Like when the series was like first released. It's been my wallpaper since. Oh, OMG, OMG, you're the VA for Daisy and then she's, oh my god, I'm a huge... You literally insulted me because I was the voice of... Shut the fuck up. Someone in a Google Meet called me a gotcha kid. Good, as they should. But yeah. Yeah. Trying to get one of my friends to fucking answer me so we can go get McDonald's tomorrow, and he's like not answering me. He literally like came online, told me a story about how he's insulting some like age regressor, and then just disappeared again. And I'm like, dude, we going to McDonald's or what? Like what? Is Daisy my favorite character? No. By far. Not. Favorite character? I really don't have one. Honestly, maybe Henry. Is Daisy ugly? Yeah. I think she is, yeah. No, seriously, Jake pinning Haley to a wall is sexual assault. I would appreciate if you children don't throw around the word sexual assault, because that is not sexual assault, guys. Guys, hint the word sexual and sexual assault, or visible discomfort in a way that maybe seems sexual. Pinning her against a wall, which Haley's clearly aware is to avoid somebody, is not sexual assault. It can be harassment, physical harassment, but it's not sexual assault. Guys, please don't be going around saying that. No. No, guys, please don't use those words. That's not what it is. If he tried to do something, tried to continue it, then that could be sexual assault. If he pinned her against the wall and tried to kiss her when she clearly didn't want it, then yeah, that is sexual assault. But just pinning her against a wall, which again, she's aware is to avoid somebody and is not just to pin her against the wall, is sexual assault. There are so many instances, even in real life, you don't get pinned against a wall with your consent. I believe the whole thing of being pinned against a wall is without consent, or it's forced. That is literally what it is. Like if Haley was like visibly telling Jake, like, get off me, I don't want you pinning me against a wall, then it's different. From my memory, I think Haley was just confused. She was just like, Jake? Like, I think that was like literally all it was. That's not second-degree sexual assault, dude. It's not. It's 0 degree. That's not sexual assault. Please, please. Letters. Okay. What's with y'all in the background? Y'all are weird. I know, exactly, Rumco. Also, hi, Rumco. I can't even tell y'all. It's like the whole thing with like the phobias. Like, for example, phobias. You know, I remember seeing that thing where like a gotcha Instagrammer was like, you know, posting what's the thing? Like, they were posting like, you know, things on their like Instagram, and then people would put on their stories like, this person has arachnophobia. And then, you know, you'd put it on your story if you had like arachnophobia. A lot of people that were putting that stuff on their story didn't actually have those phobias. Like, one of them was like phobia of socializing. Because a lot of people would put that on. Guys, not liking something or just not enjoying it is not a phobia. I don't know how many people I have to tell that. Yes, the Fiji water pose. I was like, guys, that's not a phobia. And like, I tried to explain this to people. A phobia is like a form of trauma. Like, it's traumatic for you. You know, it's really bad and it's hard. Like, I used to have like aquaphobia, and I used to have claustrophobia, but I used to be like a germaphobe too, but I got over a lot of them. But to me, a phobia is where I'll use, you know, aquaphobia for an example. Whenever I touched water, I would cry. I'd cry my eyes out. It was so hard for me. And seeing people just simply repost things because they're like, don't like it is like, bruh. Yeah, an irrational fear or dislike. It's not, oh, I just don't like the outside because it's hot out. That's not a phobia, you know? My teacher once told me to make a PowerPoint about something I'm passionate about. I was like, you don't want to know? My teacher was like, yes, I do. So I'm going to type PowerPoint. Damn. Me one. Where do you think, Zulia? Oh, have they not said where the laptop is yet? I kind of like skimmed through, but I know where it is. I'm glad you guys told me that it wasn't revealed yet, or else I might have spilled it. So, thanks. So now I won't say anything. Oh, they only said that they found it? Okay. Ha 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 ha. So to see you next time on Dragon Ball Z. My nose. Oh, Crunchy called me sus. What if Jake was black watermelon? What? What? Oh my god, you guys are weird. Well, every time I see a spider, I just scream and run into my room and take off all my clothes and put on new ones on, but that doesn't mean I have arachnophobia. That kind of sounds a bit like arachnophobia. If it's so extreme that you like need to change your clothes after you have a spider on them, that seems a bit extreme, maybe. Oh, 69 likes? Oh, not anymore. Jake switched bodies with Daisy. Oh no. I know, right? Bethany's canceled. Did you guys know that Bethany's voiced by, like, an actual child? I forgot how old she is. I think she's, like, 8 or 9. Girl is great. Oh, y'all hear my voice going out? Yeah, she's, my friend, Alo, I believe is her name. She is a voice actor. So, and, Rosie had her, Alo's little sister, because, you know, Alo has the mic set up, so, yes, Mello. So, Alo just had her little sister. Who had her little sister audition? Eight-year-olds have, like, evolved, man. When I was 8 years old, I was like, man, what grade was that? What grade was 8 years old? What is that, 4th grade? No. Wait, kindergarten, first, second, third. Yeah, that's third. Okay. In 3rd grade, my teacher got fired. When I was in 3rd grade, yeah. She threw a well, she threw a book at a kid. I saw it too, so I remember I was right next to the teacher. Basically what happened was it was a math textbook, and there was like you know, the table, and a kid was giving her the textbook or something, and she gave it back to him by, like, throwing it onto the table, and I think it, like, hit his hand or something, because, you know, she, like, threw it onto the table, and I think it went on top of his hand, and the kid told his parents, I guess, that she threw it at me, so they got the school involved, and nobody in my class said a thing. Everyone was like, yep, yeah, that happened. Yeah, we saw it. Yeah, that happened. So she got fired, but I hated her. I hated her. She was the worst teacher that I've ever had, so I had absolutely no problem. So people probably said nothing on purpose. Because she had, like, a ticket system where, like, you know, if you did things that she liked, she'd, you know, give you a ticket or whatever. And there was a point in time where I was coming back from class, because I was an ambassador, which is kind of like discipline committee, and, you know, we would, like, do tasks and whatever. By 5th grade, I was actually, like, the president, which is very funny because I was one of the most troublesome kids in my grade. But basically, so when I was ambassador, I had to do, like, you know, tasks. So I would have to hold the doors for the kids that are leaving. I'd have to, like, you know, take down the flag, or I'd have to sit in, like, a certain part of the school to make sure kids aren't running, and, you know, all of that. And so school would get out at, like, 3:15, and then I would be doing that until, like, 3:30 or 3:45. So I would go back to my class, because then I would normally get my stuff. Because if I was doing something like the flag, I would leave my stuff in my classroom so then I could go and get it. Or if I was watching the hallways, I would just bring my stuff with me. But, so I went back to get my stuff, and my teacher was in the classroom, and I was at the entrance, and I saw her go into my desk, take those tickets that, you know, she gives you for gifts and stuff. She took my tickets and threw them out. She took my tickets and threw them out. So I was like, Miss Girl? The fuck? So I was like quite smart when I was when I was that age. So I went to the bathroom for like 5 minutes, and then I came back to act like I didn't know anything. And I came back into the classroom, I got my stuff, and then I left. And then next day I come back, and it was Friday, so it was time for the prizes. And I went to my desk, and I'm like, where are my tickets? Where'd my tickets go? And then my teacher was like, does anyone know where Phoebe's tickets are? And everyone was like, no, we don't know. Miss Whittingham's like, oh, I just said her name. Miss Winningham was like, oh, you should have kept better track of your tickets. Miss Winningham. She was like, oh, you should have kept better track of your tickets. And I was like, bitch, excuse me. Stupid bitch. Anyway, so yeah, so eventually she got fired from my school. I think she even went to court, which I found crazy. But she got rehired at another elementary school that was like 5 minutes from the one that she used to work for. Like, what was even the point of firing her then? It was still like the public schools. Like, you know, they have like, you know, public schools. They have like schools in each one. Like my town has 9 elementary schools, 3 middle schools, and 1 high school. So there was 9 elementary schools. She worked at one of them. She got fired at one of them, and then she got hired at another one. Like, what was the point? But yeah, it was the same district. So I was like, what's the point? But whatever, I guess. So yep. When I was in 2nd grade, there was one male teacher. There's 3 male teachers. 2 of them were the gym teachers, and one of them was a 2nd grade teacher. I got him, and apparently my mother moved me from his class because apparently he like favored me a lot and not in the good way. So she said that it was like, we made her really uncomfortable. So she moved me to another teacher. I remember we were watching that one movie. What's it called? The one with the train. Actually, I just remembered my phone's on like 1%. Let me. Oh no. I can only say it on one thing. Okay. There was that one movie about like that train, and they like go on the ice, and it's like Christmas, you know, and they go on the ice and it's like weirdly realistic. Polar Express, yes, thank you, Rumco, that one. So we were watching that one and The Grinch, and you know, we got like our PJs was like green themed, so we were doing that. And then that was like the day before winter break or Christmas break. And then when I came back, I had a new teacher, so I ended up moving teachers. And yeah, I still really like that teacher, the guide teacher, but now that I'm older, I realize that he was kind of weird, not in a good way. He ended up moving, so that was 2nd grade, and then when I became a 5th grader, he ended up becoming a 5th grade teacher. But of course, because I got switched, I obviously didn't get him, because my principal was still the same principal and knew, I guess, the situation, and was like, okay, we can't put her in his class because of what happened in 2nd grade. But because his classroom is right across from my classroom, because when you go, okay, so my school's kind of weird. So it has 3 floors. So there's kindergarten and 1st grade on the 1st floor. There's only 2nd grade on the 2nd floor, and then there's the main office and the media center. And then the 3rd floor has, actually, wait, I gotta do the math. I gotta remember. Wait, where are the... What? Are there 4 floors? Wait, now I'm confused. Wait, where is the 3rd grade? Where's 3rd grade? Wait. Okay, no, okay, I think this is probably wrong, but we'll just go with it. So yeah, then the 2nd floor is 2nd grade, media center in the main hall, and then 3rd floor is probably, I believe, is 3rd grade on the far left, 4th grade is like in the middle, and then 5th grade is on the far right. I believe that's how it was. So because he was a 2nd grade teacher, he was on the 2nd floor, and that was only 2nd grade. So once I got to 3rd grade, I never saw him really ever. So now that I was in 5th grade and he was in the classroom against, like, across from me, or like next to my classroom, I saw him a lot. And you know, he was very friendly, and he was like weirdly friendly to me specifically. And I remember when I was in 2nd grade, for Hanukkah, I made him like the, you know, the candle drawing. I remember because I went to his classroom one time because my teacher needed something in 4th grade. He still had the artwork up from 2nd grade. And there was I don't think there was like any other artwork around his desk. It was mine. It was just mine that was on his wall, which I found like really weird now that I'm older. But he died. So, oh well. Yeah, I think 2018, 2019, I think he died of a heart attack. Um, whoopsies. He was cool. I was sad, but ironically enough, I actually saw my 5th grade teacher in Grand Central actually, right before COVID hit. So, yeah. And she was like, "Oh my God, you've grown. You look so much older now. You don't even look like you did in 5th grade. Wow." And I was like, yeah, that's me. So, yeah, that's the only teacher I know of that I had that has passed away. Oh, no, I think my kindergarten teacher passed away. I think. But I think she passed away when I was in elementary school. So that's why I don't really, remember, because that teacher died like 2 years ago. So, yeah. I don't know, I want to think of like who's my favorite teacher. Oh, my favorite teacher is probably my 8th grade English teacher. Actually, I should just go by school, or maybe I'll go by year. So, well, I have to go by through elementary. So in elementary school, my favorite teacher was probably my 1st grade teacher, because we had like chicks. And we got to like hatch chicks and put them in like an incubator and stuff, and we got to name them and whatnot. She also had like the tally chart with like red mark, green mark, yellow mark, whatever. There was also like this presentation thing where like once a week all the kids would like present themselves and make like a poster board and talk about themselves and whatnot. I remember doing that, so that was fun. Middle school, so I'll go by year. So 6th grade was probably my science teacher because she was super cool. We had like lockdown practices, and she would like take a fire hydrant and like stand by the door, and she'd tell us like, if anyone comes in here, they're not coming out. And she was like, I'm ready to hit them, and it was so funny. But she was really cool, and she was also her class was very easy to pass. 7th grade is, I don't really think I liked like any of my teachers in 7th grade. Let me go through them. English, no. Oh, I have a story of my 6th grade teacher. I hated that teacher. She gave me F's on purpose because I corrected her grammar the first day of school. Like, imagine being like a 40-year-old English teacher, 20 years of teaching experience, and getting your grammar corrected by like a 12-year-old. She probably still holds that against me. It was so funny though. But yeah. So she actually got fired. Well, not fired. She was getting fired, and then she's like, "Oh, well, I'm going to Africa." So she like actually went to Africa. She's like, "You're not firing me. I'm leaving." That's basically what she did. But yeah, so I got switched from her class to another class because of the whole grade situation. She admitted to purposely like downgrading my grades and whatnot because I was bad in class. And okay, let's see, 7th grade. I didn't really like my English teacher. She would literally just had to sit in class the whole time and read and listen to audiobooks, and it was really stupid. Math teacher, I didn't really like him either. Science, I hated my science teacher 7th grade. Oh my God, she hated me. I hated her too. She was terrible. History was okay. People called him Mr. Wolf because he had hair all over him, like all over him, and it was really like heavy hair and it was everywhere. He didn't like me, and I don't blame him. I didn't like him either. Yeah. I didn't like him. I don't think, who did I like in 7th grade? What am I missing? I got math, English, history, science. I guess that's it. I guess I really didn't like any of my teachers in 7th grade. No. I really didn't like any of them. Oh well. 8th grade. 8th grade is probably my English teacher. She was really cool. She was, very easy with grades. She'd let you hand in work very easily. She was really cool. She was like totally like interested that I liked anime, whatever, because I was around, not really around the time I started getting into anime. I think I started to get into anime around like 6th grade, but I started to express it more in 8th grade. So she was like, it's really cool, really cool. She let me do my book projects on manga, which was really cool. She was the like advisor for the Screenwriters Club, which was a club in my school that my friends and I basically made to see. Oh, that was like, we were like anime, we were like the anime people. We would have a club and it was just our friend group that would go to it. Like, no one else was really in it. It was just us. And it was in her classroom, which like was in the media center. And she was like the only teacher that had a class in the media center, which was like really weird, but so we would go there, we'd hang out like every Tuesday after school, and she was really cool. She was just really cool. She had like 2 sons, and she would like tell us her life stories, would update us on how her son's doing, or if her son was sick one day or something, or had a story about her son, she would just spend her entire class just talking about it and wouldn't even do anything, wouldn't even teach us or anything. So, do I think younger teachers are better? No. I think now that I'm older, I think my older teachers are much better. Let's see. Okay, freshman teacher. Hmm. Okay, so yeah, so my high school had started to get really cool teachers. So my freshman year, my science teacher, or sorry, not my science teacher. Actually, no, all of my teachers were really cool. Yeah. My science teacher was really cool. He just gave me answers to the test whenever I asked for help. My English teacher was really cool. He would call me Phoebes, and the only thing, he was a little touchy. He'd touch you on the shoulder, but obviously in a very friendly way. He was also very easy to pass, but for some reason his English class was like super, super easy. So it was like an easy A for me, but like everybody else was struggling. And we literally had like a whole like 2-day lesson on, why is it doing that? We had like a whole 2-day lesson on like grammar, and obviously I was correcting my teacher's grammar in 6th grade, so obviously it was like easy for me. My history teacher called me Phebenator, which actually is my username on some random sites, some very few random sites. I don't know why he called me Phebenator, but he played the guitar. He actually was in a band, and he actually has his music on Spotify. I forgot the name, but yeah, and I remember when it was my birthday, he whipped out his guitar that he had in the classroom and he made everyone sing happy birthday and stuff. He was very cool as well. But personally, I would probably have to say my English teacher was my favorite because he is the teacher I see the most still. He was the teacher I saw the most after freshman year. And every time he saw me, he'd like stop and freeze and stare at me, and he's like, "Oh, Phoebes!" And he'd like always do that. He was really cool. And then who else do I had? I hated my math teacher. Whew, always got someone I hate. Hated my math teacher. My math teacher was no go. She ended up leaving. She went on maternity leave, like around the middle of the year. And then we got this really cool teacher named Mr. Chu. And easy A for me then. So, let's see, sophomore year. Sophomore year, I had, what is it? For English, I had, my sophomore year English teacher was my English teacher when I was in summer school in 7th grade. The reason I went to, or 6th going into 7th, I think, or maybe 7th going to 8th, I don't remember. But the reason I went to summer school was, What was the reason? I don't know. I think my mom just hated me. But anyway, so he was my teacher then, so I knew him. Whoa. You know, actually, my favorite teacher, freshman year was my sign language teacher. I loved her, but she left in like the middle of the year because her son had like a medical emergency. So we had like no teacher for like half the year or so because like they couldn't find an English, like an ASL teacher. So we ended up learning about the ear for like 3 months and not learning sign language. And then by the time the final came, I got like a D on it, but I got like a B plus average because I caught like straight A's because the class was really easy to do. So yeah. Yeah, sophomore year, English teacher, I liked him. I made jokes with him a lot. He was the most funny to joke about. I remember one time I went into class and I sat down and, you know, I always made jokes. So one of them, I asked him, so the one that made him laugh a lot, I said, did you know that Jenga is multiplayer? I didn't think it was that funny, but for some reason he found it literally hilarious. He literally laughed so hard he cried. I don't know. I really don't know why, but he found it hilarious. And then I also said things like, did you know that most babies are born without clothes and, you know, all that stuff? And like, did you know that Abraham Lincoln invented science? And really random stuff. Stuff that is either plainly obvious or just doesn't make sense. So he was cool, would probably have to be my favorite. History was okay. Science was also really cool. I really liked my science teacher. I just hated chemistry. So, but the teacher overall was really cool. And then, what else am I missing? And then math. Hated my math teacher. Oh my God, she made it harder than it needed to be. So, in my sophomore year, I had an iPhone 5. So I ended up with a broken back camera. And what our teacher wanted us to do is she wanted us to take photos of our homework and submit it to the like online place where we did our work. I couldn't take photos because my phone didn't have really a camera to do so. And she basically said, that's your problem, buy a phone. Like, girl, this ain't college. This is sophomore year of high school. Like, girl, you buy my phone then. Like, whatever. And then I ended up having to give my work to her. Like, I'd have to, you know, rip it out of my notebook and give it to her. And then she'd, like, lose it and then give me a 0. And she's like, oopsie, sorry. Maybe you should take photos. I'm like, bitch. Anyway, I hated her. Junior year, who did I like? Math teacher was okay. He was a good teacher. Really weird, though. Really weird. So I think, okay, so when we get into junior year, you get to pick more courses. So I actually had multiple teachers for different classes. So, but math was always the same. So he was kind of weird. English, I had 2 different teachers. My first one was for short fiction. He was really cool. He was very friendly, pretty cool. He was kind of like my freshman English teacher. He was a bit like my freshman history and English teacher, kind of like combined. There was one time we were reading like this like stuck on glue story, and he like stood on his desk and read it, and I was like, what are you doing? It was really weird. But my second English teacher was actually my theater teacher. So oh, I forgot to mention I took theater all years, but yeah. So I like her. Very easy. Yeah. I liked her. Probably not my favorite though. For science, I had the same science teacher both years because I did same course. I did first part of the course and the second part of the course. She would have to be my favorite. The last semester, I literally did 0 work in that class until like the week before. No, literally like I think like 4 days before the school year ended, and I got like a B plus. So I did like all of the work except like one assignment that was like the one that was due, and I ended up missing it. I did all of that, and then I got like a B plus. So I was like, okay, easy. I liked her. She was really friendly, really cool. She was like literally that one teacher. There was like this TikTok I saw about like this girl that was like saying like, you know, teacher like sees that you're the younger sibling of her past like student, and she's like, let me tell you about this girl's brother. He was a character. That one, she was literally that teacher. She's like literally was that kind of teacher, and she literally did the same thing. She's like, how are you doing? How's he doing? Good. Well, okay. That was like literally her. She literally did that once. But I really liked her. She was really funny, very outgoing. What else is there? History. I took 3 history classes my junior year. I was kind of forced to, when you really only needed to take 2. So I first one I hated. Well, I took 2 at the same time, but I'll just go with my first one. First one I hated. She was full what is it? She was like full like, okay, she was like constantly absent. It was so weird. She what is the word? She was like full on like, what's the word? How do I say Republican without sounding offensive? But yeah, you get the point. So she was kind of like, yeah, I think that's, yeah. Second teacher, he was cool. It's hard to focus though. He was a character. He was cool. I just never really submitted work, and then he was kind of like, submit your work. And then my history teacher for the second semester, I did not like him. He was very strict with handing in work. If you handed in a day late, he'd be like, nope, sorry. So I didn't do very good in that class. And then what else is there? And then I said science. And then what did I do? I did English, science, math. Oh yeah, so I did all of them. Yeah, so my favorite would probably have to be science. And then I took theater, obviously. Told me to go to bed? No. What time is it? I'm hungry. Bruh, it's 10 o'clock. I want food. Me doing 2 years ahead in math. Dude, my sophomore year, I did so bad in math. My teacher was like, oh, maybe we should put her in the lower math. Maybe she'll do better. And then I do exactly the same. Stupid teachers, man. Can we watch a movie later? I'm on a phone, so I can't really stream anything, but I mean, I guess actually, no, I can't. Because when I try to stream things on Discord, it says, like, this isn't supported through Discord streaming, because it, like, picks up that you're streaming Netflix. So it doesn't work. Well, I mean, yeah, if you're going to stream it, then that's fine. Anyway, I've been streaming for an hour, and I'm hungry. I have boba tea in the fridge. You have a community college in your district? Dude, I saw that Biden is trying to do like a mandatory, like add extra like 2 years of school where it's like mandatory that you do community college first. I hope he implements that, guys. That's like really good. Like, I don't care if school's longer. You get to go to community college for free. Thank you. Please, please, please. I need that. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need to jump on that. But the only thing I don't really like about it is that is more likely that you're gonna have to stay with your parents longer. Because if you have to do 2 years of mandatory community college, see, I don't know. Because, well, I mean, okay, so college acceptance of community colleges is normally like 100%, so I guess that's not that bad. But the thing is that they're probably going to have to make more community colleges or make them bigger to fit more students if every single kid has to go to a community college. I don't know. I think it would be a good idea though. But I'm thinking, when is he going to implement it? Because he's only got 4 years. And I'm probably going to be, you know, most kids go to community college, like they take like a gap year after high school and then go to community, or go to community right away. I'm going to be way past that in 4 years, so. Wouldn't it technically be between till 20? Yeah, so if he does implement the 2 years, then it would be, yeah, so then you'd be when you're 20. I don't know. But I'm thinking, because like once you're an adult, you technically like don't have to go to school anymore. But I like the idea that it's an option. I just don't really know how many people would take initiative for it. Like, you know, how many people would like do it. Hey, dream school is MIT. I don't have a dream school, guys. My GPA is terrible. If I just get into college, I guess that's fine. But I wouldn't be surprised if a college is like, get out right now. You're an embarrassment to our school. I wouldn't be surprised. Favorite year in high school? I don't know. Drama-wise, freshman year. I have another live stream that I did a few months ago on the channel that's still public, where I talk about relationships and love statuses and whatever. Literally like an hour of that is just solely my freshman year. Yeah. Probably, I don't know. Like carefree wise for school, probably junior year. I felt like that was probably the easiest year for me. That was my best year of my GPA, so. A week into sophomore year at my school, there was 5 fights. Damn, the fuck? Shit, girl. There really wasn't, my sophomore year, a kid lit a computer on fire, in the cafeteria. That was nice. They had to evacuate, everyone in the cafeteria out of the school. That was pretty cool. Yeah. I think there was like a one fight one time. I remember my freshman year, there was like no physical fights, no issues with the school, and then all of a sudden, again, to sophomore year, oh my god, the freshmen were so bad. The fights, the Chromebook, the computer being lit on fire, that was all freshmen. Oh my god. It got worse, man. But yeah. I'm hungry. But I'm also like not hungry. Not entered high school yet? Really? Girl, aren't you like 15? What? Crunchy's in a Catholic school. Ha 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 ha. Why are you so damn unholy? I go to public school. My whole life. Hee 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 hee. Actually, there was this one time when I was going into high school, I might have gone to a private school. But I didn't. Ha 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 ha. It's too expensive. It cost like as much as like college would, like $40,000 a semester. And I was like, damn. That's actually more than most colleges. You are the dirtiest minded person in my entire school. Girl, I probably am too. Well, when I was in 8th grade, I remember I was like walking from like science to like my locker, and some like 7th grader or something like stopped me, and he's like, he I remember he was like, I've seen a lot of girls at this school, and I just want you to know, I think you have the biggest boobs I've ever seen at this school. And I was like, dude? I was like, okay. I just kept walking. It was so weird. I remember this girl and I, we were like the hot topic at our school for like the biggest boobs. It was me and this other girl named Sarah. And people liked her more because she had more of a flat stomach. And you know, she just looked much more naturally attractive, I guess, because when I was in middle school, I was like kind of a fat. But she downgraded a lot going into high school. She like her hair was all over the place, you know, she got into drugs and she started vaping. But also once I got into high school, we went from like 300 students to like 3,000. So, you know, obviously I wasn't a catch anymore. But I had a lot of people have a crush on me because I had big tits. You get used to it, guys. It happens. Men, am I right? Yes, that is true. Some people did try to touch my boobies. Are those real? Has anyone here cheated on a test? I cheated on like every single math test I had last year. I mean, what? No, I've never cheated on a test before. No. I'm like straight A student, perfect, no flaws. I know every single thing that's ever been said to me. You can ask me every single thing and I know the right answer. I tried and got caught. I don't think I've ever been caught cheating on a test. Nope. I'm too smart. I'm so smart I can cheat and not get caught. If you told your friend the answer to a question, I don't think that's you cheating. I think that's your friend cheating. South Sudan. Yeah, me. Me when you. Down. You know, my school's very well known for like its AP and like college level classes, my high school. So when I'm in like the normal class, I think there's more AP classes at my school than there are normal classes. And it's a public school. So, you know, when people see that you're in a normal math class, they're like, that's weird. That's weird. Like, are you stupid? You know? So, in fact, I am. I am stupid. I am quite stupid. There's not much else to talk about. I'm hungry. I kind of want to eat. So I might go eat. I think we might end this. It's already been 80 minutes. I will go. I think I'm going to go eat. I don't want you guys meeting my father again. That guy is annoying as hell. Okay. Goodbye. I'm going to go eat. I will post pictures of my half-drank boba in the fridge on my Discord server.